Hello Fashion Crossroads fans, Wednesday wardrobing coming to you. This is our February series, which is all about the most important spring trends in clothing that you're going to want to know about. So tonight we are doing color trends and fabric trends. Next week we're going to do style trends, and then the following Wednesday, the last Wednesday of the month, we're going to do accessory and shoe trends. So be sure to tune in to all of those videos. If you miss them here on Facebook, you can either scroll backwards to find them. They stay posted for 30 days. Or you can go to our YouTube channel, Fashion Crossroads Inc., and you can find them there. I usually post them on YouTube the same night that they're recorded. So 2 places that you can go to find those videos. All right, so it's spring. I know it doesn't look like it outside. It's kind of like when they start putting Christmas out in October, right? But you know, we've had really a pretty mild winter other than that super bad cold snap that we had in January. So it's not too hard to imagine starting to wear some of these things. I love that. It's such a breath of fresh air for the new spring to come in, and it is arriving in both stores. So we're already starting to see that transformation happen where the sales are moving toward the back, and they are the dark, heavier winter colors, and all of the new merchandise is at the front, and it is the bright, light spring colors. So we love that. Another way to stay updated with what's happening in the store, we send out a weekly email that lets you know any new arrivals, any special promotions that we're having, anything like that. So you definitely want to make sure that you're getting our emails. And then also we do our live sales every Saturday morning at 9. And those always feature brand new arrivals from Fashion Crossroads and from FC Outlet. So you can stay really up to date on what's coming in. And then of course, during those live videos, we're always telling you, hey, you know, this is what's happening in the store, this is what's new in the store. And then we also show you how to mix and match things, how to get more bang for your buck by being able to wardrobe different things. So really, really a good thing to do to stay on top of everything that's happening. Okay, so colors. The first and most important thing that you need to know is the color of the year, which is called peach fuzz. I'm gonna walk up to my camera. So it is this beautiful kind of light peach color. It's called peach fuzz. It's extremely light and refreshing. So do you see the color of this blouse behind the print? That is peach fuzz, okay? So it's this gorgeous, super pastel, light peach that is such a great background and pop for a lot of the other key colors that we're going to be talking about. So this is the color of the year, which means for the entire year of 2024, even into winter, we will be seeing this peach play a role. So it's a great color to invest in especially like in your layering or your underlayers or your overlayers, because it's something that's going to carry through into our winter clothes come this fall. So peach fuzz is the color of the year. And then we have a group of colors that are your color pops, okay? So these are the key colors that you're going to be seeing in prints and also in solids throughout the season. And we also have a color palette of neutrals. So we're going to talk about the pop colors first, and then we'll go back and talk about the neutrals. So the first color is called Horizon Blue. These are both great examples of horizon blue. So it's like this kind of oceany blue. It's darker than sky blue. It's not as dark as navy blue, but it's a great new color. We're seeing it already coming in. I'm seeing it also in prints. It's being worked a lot in prints. So this is from Tribal, and this is from Tribal. So we have a whole group that's built around this color that has just come in. So really, really pretty horizon blue. Love that. It's very fresh, which I love very much. And then next we have marine Oh, we have strong blue, which I don't have a great, oh no, marine blue. Yeah, okay. Strong blue, marine blue. That's the same thing. I'm getting myself confused. So marine blue is like a dark, it's like a navy, but not quite as dark as a typical navy. So you can see in this cute little new arrival from Charlie B, you've got that dark navy, but it isn't that black navy where you have a hard time telling the difference. Is this black or is it navy? So it's a strong blue. It's got, you know, it's definitely a beefy blue, but not as dark as a typical navy. So pretty. Isn't this cute? Love that. All right. Next is Bistro Green. This is a great example of Bistro Green. So it's a very earthy forest green. So this little twist top from Tribal, we featured it last week in our live sale. And it's a great example of this color. So you've got, like I said, if you can imagine your forest green, but not quite as dark as that. Or they call it Bistro Green because a lot of times you see this color in awnings at coffee shops. So if you can imagine that, then you'll kind of have conceptualized the color a little bit. But very earthy and very nice. We also have it showing up in this little print. So you're going to see these colors. There's your Bistro Green right there. You're going to see these colors by themselves in solids, but then also worked back in the prints as well. So beautiful, beautiful example of that here. Next is our spicy mustard. So mustards have been kind of a key color for several seasons now. We love them in Wyoming because they're Wyoming gold a lot of times. So they're the perfect color to wear to Wyoming football games. Mustard is also a great pop of color. It looks great against a navy, chocolate brown. It's actually quite versatile. So if you imagine like a rack of gourmet mustards with that deep, rich mustard color, that is what this color is called, spicy mustard. So that is continuing on. Happy for us here in Wyoming. Next is chutney. These are two great examples of chutney. So chutney is a really cool kind of brown. It's a rusty brown. I think that's the best way to describe it. So you've got this kind of like rust color with some brown tones in it. Also, this skirt is a great example. So it isn't rust and it isn't brown. It's right in the middle of the two. So that is chutney brown. Looks really pretty. Again, popped with the mustard. Also looks really nice, popped with the green. So it's a great color to kind of work into this color palette this season. All right, next after that is sun orange. I am loving sun orange. This is what I would call tangerine or apricot. So this is a tribal, so you can see that they're working around this color. Last week in our live sale, I featured the jean jacket that goes with these pants that is in this color. Just a beautiful pop of color to your wardrobe. It looks, again, really great paired up with dark denim. Any kind of a navy is gorgeous with it. It's nice with pops of pink. It's just a really useful color. And I even like it paired up with this chutney color too. I think it's really pretty to pop that as well. So this is called tangerine. So I'll give you a kind of a close-up of what tangerine is looking like. And I think, oh, actually they're calling it sun orange. I call it tangerine or apricot. All right, next is fiery red. So in my blog post, I described like if you were to go to a party in Mexico where there were Mexican performers doing their traditional cultural dances, the red that they wear, that is fiery red. It is a bright, very strong red. So you can see this Foxcroft blouse is a great example of fiery red. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way. This red is reminding me of that. Great example of fiery red. And again, this is such a great color to pop so many other colors in your wardrobe. And something you can start wearing now too, which I really like. All right, next we have, that's called Fiesta in Pantone. Also, I've seen it called Fiery Red as well. Charlock is next, and it is this really pretty kind of pale yellow. So such a summery color. It's yellow like the sun without all the intensity. Way less intense than your mustard color. As a comparison, you can see how much lighter and nicer that is. Well, I shouldn't say nicer, but just lighter. So this is Charlock. It's very light pastel yellow. And then next is Burnished Lilac. So we've seen lilac be a huge color. It was the color of the year last year. So this just shows you that the color of the year has a longer life cycle than 1 year, because 2023 was the lilac color of the year, and we're still seeing lilac be a really strong presence this year in 2024. So this Burnished Lilac, this is a really good example. It's like a soft, somewhat heathered lilac. It's not a really, really deep, dark lilac color, but that just really, really pretty pastel lilac color. That is Burnished Lilac. And then last is Tarragon, and Tarragon is very herbal. It's as you would imagine in an herb garden with all the different greens. It's this beautiful kind of olive green that's not warm olive. It's cool and very, very, very pretty and very nice. Again, popped back with a lot of these colors. So you've got, you know, your chutney is going to be beautiful. I love the sun orange with that color. And then also probably not the green, but I even think you could do like the blue and that green as well. So lots of options there. And then of course the mustard is going to be really pretty with it as well. And then I pulled this top because I wanted you to see an example of how in the prints that are trendy this season, you'll be seeing all of these colors, okay? So this is from Democracy. I've been showing you things from Tribal and Charlie B, but look, you've got your dark navy, you've got that horizon blue, you've got your peach fuzz in the background, you've got your touches of chutney in there, all of those colors coming together in the prints of the season. So you'll also be seeing these colors working back that way. All right. And then last in our color trend report, we have our classic colors. So these are the kind of your key neutrals or basics that are going to be popular this season. So of course, white is always great. And we're already seeing strong whites coming out. These are both from Democracy. So, you know, your classic little peasant top in a bright white. This is also Democracy, cute little detailed blouse in a bright white. And look at that collar. Isn't that collar sweet? So your bright whites. And then next you have your, what they're calling, oh, I cut off my names. It's like, I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically asphalt gray. I think it's called asphalt. So if you imagine, you know, the gray of an asphalt road, that is the gray. So it's a little bit darker gray, but not as dark as like a charcoal gray, but definitely has some punch of color to it. So that's a great basic. Here's another good example, a little bit darker, but definitely in the same color family. All right, then we're seeing a ton of tans and creams. And so Pantone picked one kind of beefy tan color, and I honestly think this is probably the best example of it. Almost like a creamy tan, but richer than a cream, right? You can hopefully see the little bit of the yellow that's in there. That's a really good example of it, but I just wanted to show you all of the tans that we're seeing coming through this season. So this is tribal. So you can see this is a much lighter, little bit airier tan, but still very earthy. And then we have this one also from tribal, a much like deeper, richer tan. And then we have this one from Soya, which is our line from Denmark. This is one of those like leisure suits. And this is in a little bit lighter tan with some flecks of brown in there to make it, again, to give it that beefy color. So lots of tans in lots of different shades this season. And then of course you have your, they're calling it deep well or blacker than black, right? You're very, very black. You're very dark black colors. So not a gray black, a true black is going to be a great color this season. I'm showing you also this print to just show you some of those other key colors that we just got done going over and how those are showing up in the prints of this season. And then the last neutral is a little bit lighter gray. So it isn't quite dove gray. It's a little bit, it's lighter than your charcoal or your asphalt color. Okay, so lighter than that, but not quite as light as like a heathered gray, little bit stronger color. So I have this example of this little sweater. This one's getting a little bit light, but this was a democracy from this season. And so I wanted to show you that as an example too. Okay, so those are your key colors for spring 2024. Be sure you tune in next week for the style trends. We're going to be talking, I think I'm going to put patterns in with style because I think it goes better because they kind of meld together. So we'll just focus on the colors tonight and we'll do the styles and patterns next week. And then the following week, your accessories and shoe trends. If you missed the beginning of the video, be sure to make sure that you are checking out your emails from us, watching the live sales from us. We have a super great event coming up at the end of this month that you're definitely going to want to know about. So you want to be sure that you are staying tuned in so you don't miss out. All right? Okay, hello, Christy. Hello. You need those, Shelly? Yay. Hi, Rhonda. Hello, Becky. Hi, Andre. And hi, Rose. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. You have a great night.